Where is the green sheep? By Mem Fox and Judy Horacek. Here is the blue sheep. And here is the red sheep. Here is the bath sheep. And here is the bed sheep. But where is the green sheep? Here is the thin sheep. And here is the white sheep. Here is the swing sheep. And here is the slide sheep. But where is the green sheep? Here is the up sheep. And here is the down sheep. Here is the band sheep. And here is the clown sheep. But where is the green sheep? Here is the sun sheep. And here is the rain sheep. Here is the car sheep. And here is the train sheep. But where is the green sheep? Here is the wind sheep. And here is the wave sheep. Here is the scared sheep. And here is the brave sheep. But where is the green sheep? Here is the near sheep. And here is the far sheep. Here is the moon sheep. And here is the star sheep. But where is the green sheep? Where is that green sheep? Turn the page quietly. Let's take a peep. Here's our green sheep. Fast asleep. Good Night, Gorilla by Peggy Rathman. Good night, Gorilla. Good night, Elephant. Good night, Lion. Good night, Hyena. Good night, Giraffe. Good night, Armadillo. Good night, dear. Good night, good dog. Good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Huh? Oh! Good night, Zoo. Good night, dear. Good night. Good night, Gorilla. Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. Where's Spot? By Eric Carle. Naughty Spot, it's dinner time. Where can he be? Is he behind the door? No. Is he inside the clock? No. Is he in the piano? No. Is he under the stairs? No. Is he in the wardrobe? No. Is he under the bed? No. Is he in the box? No. There's Spot. He's under the rug. Try the basket. Good boy, Spot. Eat up your dinner. Dear Zoo by Rod Campbell. I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet. They sent me an... He was too big. I sent him back. So they sent me a... He was too tall. I sent him back. So they sent me a... He was too fierce. I sent him back. So they sent me a... He was too grumpy. I sent him back. So they sent me a... He was too scary. I sent him back. So they sent me a... He was too naughty. I sent him back. So they sent me a... He was too jumpy. I sent him back. So they thought very hard and sent me a... He was perfect. I kept him. Peppa Pig Little Library. Peppa at home. There are lots of fun things to do at home. Peppa eats spaghetti in the kitchen. Yummy, yummy, oink! Peppa plays hide and seek in the sitting room. Coming, George! Peppa and George have a splashing time in the bathroom. The bubbles are tickly! Peppa and George have bunk beds. Night-night, George. Good night, Peppa Pig. Peppa at playgroup. Peppa Pig is busy at playgroup. Good morning, Peppa. Her teacher is called Madame Gazelle. Peppa sees all her friends at playgroup. Susie, Danny, Candy, Rebecca, Pedro. Peppa likes painting pictures. Do you like my very pretty flower? Peppa's favourite lesson is ballet. I'm a graceful ballerina. Peppa loves going to playgroup. Peppa's garden. Peppa Pig likes playing in the garden. She rides her bicycle with her friends. Whee! She has picnics with George. Teddy says I can have his cookie. She helps Grandpa Pig grow fruit and vegetables. Yummy, yummy strawberries. She plays Piggy in the middle. Throw it to me, Mummy. Being in the garden is so much fun. Peppa's favourite things. Peppa Pig has lots of favourite things. Chocolate cake, delicious. Her new red shoes, click, click. Spaghetti, I'm going to hide this in my tummy. Her secret box, can you guess what's inside? Grrr, bedtime stories. And her teddy, you're so cuddly. But her favourite things of all are muddy puddles. Peppa's family. Peppa Pig's family loves different things. Have some tea, dollies. Peppa loves her doll's house. George loves Mr. Dinosaur. Roar! Dinosaur! Mummy Pig loves her computer. Tap, tap, tap. Daddy Pig loves his car. Let's go for a drive. Granny Pig loves her parrot. Pretty Polly. Grandpa Pig loves his wheelbarrow. Time to dig up the carrots. Peppa and Grandpa Pig love making vegetables grow. Peppa's friends. Peppa loves dressing up, so do her friends. Peppa is a fairy. I can do magic. Susie Sheep is a nurse. I'll make you better. Danny Dog is a pirate. I'm looking for buried treasure. Pedro Pony is a clown. I can make you laugh. Candy Cat is a witch. I can do spells. Rebecca Rabbit is a carrot. I like carrots. Peppa has lots of fun dressing up with her friends. Oh Dear by Rod Campbell. Buster went to stay with Grandma on the farm. Grandma asked Buster to fetch the eggs. So he went to the barn and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. So he went to the sty and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. So he went to the field and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. So he went to the stable and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. So he went to the kennel and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. So he went to the hutch and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. So he went to the pond and asked the... No eggs here. Oh dear. Then Buster remembered. So he went to the hen house and asked the... Lift me up. Hooray! 2 eggs for your breakfast. I Want My Hat Back by John Classen. My hat is gone. I want it back. Have you seen my hat? No, I haven't seen your hat. Okay, thank you anyway. Have you seen my hat? No, I have not seen any hats around here. Okay, thank you anyway. Have you seen my hat? No, why are you asking me? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any hats anywhere. I would not steal a hat. Don't ask me any more questions. Okay, thank you anyway. Have you seen my hat? I haven't seen anything all day. I have been trying to climb this rock. Would you like me to lift you on top of it? Yes, please. Have you seen my hat? I saw a hat once. It was blue and round. My hat doesn't look like that. Thank you anyway. Have you seen my hat? What is a hat? Thank you anyway. Nobody has seen my hat. What if I never see it again? What if nobody ever finds it? My poor hat. I miss it so much. What's the matter? I have lost my hat and nobody has seen it. What does your hat look like? It is red and pointy and... I have seen my hat. You stole my hat. love my hat. Excuse me, have you seen a rabbit wearing a hat? No, why are you asking me? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen any rabbits anywhere. I would not eat a rabbit. Don't ask me any more questions. Okay, thank you anyway. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Illustrated by Gavin Scott. One day, Goldilocks was walking in the woods. Yum. She could smell something tasty. It was coming from the little house. "Who lives here?" said Goldilocks. Goldilocks knocked on the door. But there was no reply. Goldilocks pushed the door. It swung open. But there was no one there. Goldilocks stepped inside. There were 3 bowls of hot porridge on the table. The tasty smell was making Goldilocks feel hungry. She tasted the big bowl of porridge. It was too hot. Next, she tasted the middle-sized bowl of porridge. It was too cold. Finally, she tasted the little bowl of porridge. It was just right. Goldilocks ate it all up. Goldilocks needed to sit down after all that yummy porridge. She sat on the big chair. It was too hard. She sat on the middle-sized chair. It was too soft. She sat on the little chair. Oh no. Goldilocks broke the little chair. Goldilocks crept upstairs. There were 3 beds. She tried the big bed. It was too hard. She tried the middle-sized bed. It was too soft. She tried the little bed. It was just right. Goldilocks took a nap. But while Goldilocks was asleep, 3 hungry bears came back to the house. They were looking forward to eating their porridge. The 3 bears looked at their bowls of porridge. "Who's been eating my porridge?" roared Daddy Bear. "Who's been eating my porridge?" growled Mummy Bear. "Who's eaten my porridge all up?" squeaked Baby Bear. "What will I eat?" cried Baby Bear. He was sad. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" roared Daddy Bear. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" growled Mummy Bear. "Who's been sitting in my chair and broken it?" squeaked Baby Bear. "Where will I sit?" said Baby Bear. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" roared Daddy Bear. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" growled Mummy Bear. "Who is in my bed?" said Baby Bear. Suddenly Goldilocks woke up and saw 3 bears. She jumped up and ran away, and the 3 bears never saw her again. She ran as fast as she could all the way home. Thanks from the Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Thanks for showing me to be kind to every creature, to care for the trees and the sky and oceans, to be curious, gentle and brave. Thanks for reminding me to wonder about everything and to dream of a peaceful world. Thanks for encouraging me to be a good friend, to sing my own song, and to always reach for the stars. But most of all, thanks for being you. Owl Babies. Written by Martin Waddell. Illustrated by Patrick Benson. Once there were 3 baby owls, Sarah and Percy and Bill. They lived in a hole in the trunk of a tree with their owl mother. The hole had twigs and leaves and owl feathers in it. It was their house. One night, they woke up and their owl mother was gone. Where's Mummy? Asked Sarah. Oh my goodness, said Percy. I want my mummy, said Bill. The baby owls thought. All owls think a lot. I think she's gone hunting, said Sarah. To get us our food, said Percy. I want my mummy, said Bill. But their owl mother didn't come. The baby owls came out of their house and they sat on the tree and waited. A big branch for Sarah, a small branch for Percy, and an old piece of ivy for Bill. She'll be back, said Sarah. Back soon, said Percy. I want my mummy, said Bill. It was dark in the woods and they had to be brave, for things moved all around them. She'll bring us mice and things that are nice, said Sarah. I suppose so, said Percy. I want my mummy, said Bill. They sat and they thought. All owls think a lot. I think we should all sit on my branch, said Sarah. And they did, all three together. Suppose she got lost, said Sarah. Or a fox got her, said Percy. I want my mummy, said Bill. And the baby owls closed their owl eyes and wished their owl mother would come. And she came. Soft and silent, she swooped through the trees to Sarah and Percy and Bill. Mummy, they cried, and they flapped and they danced and they bounced up and down on their branch. What's all the fuss? Their owl mother asked. You knew I'd come back. The baby owls thought. All owls think a lot. I knew it, said Sarah. And I knew it, said Percy. I love my mummy, said Bill. Hooray for Fish by Lucy Cousins. Hello, I am Little Fish, swimming in the sea. I have lots of fishy friends, come along with me. Hello, 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 fish. Red, blue and yellow fish. Hello, spotty fish, stripy fish. Happy fish, grumpy fish. 1, 2, 3. How many can you see? Hello, Ellie fish, shelly fish. Hello, hairy fish, scary fish. Eye fish, shy fish, fly fish, sky fish. Hello, fat and thin fish. Hello, twin fin fish. Curly whirly, twisty twirly. Upside down, round and round. So many friends, so many fish. Splosh, splash, splish. But where's the one I love the best? Even more than all the rest. Hello, Mum. Hello, little fish. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hooray for fish. Barnyard Dance by Sandra Boynton. Stomp your feet, clap your hands, everybody ready for a barnyard dance. Bow to the horse, bow to the cow, twirl with the pig if you know how. Bounce with the bunny, strut with the duck, spin with the chickens now cluck, cluck, cluck. With a bar and a moo and a cock-a-doodle-doo, everybody promenade 2 by 2. Prance with the horses, skitter with the mice, swing with your partner once or twice. Stand with the donkey, slide with the sheep, scramble with the little chicks, cheep, cheep, cheep. With a neigh and a moo and a cock-a-doodle-doo, another little promenade 2 by 2. Trot with the turkey, leap with the frog, take another spin with the barnyard dog. Turn with the cow in a patch of clover, all take a bow and the dance is over. With an oink and a moo and a quack, 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 the dance is done but we'll be back. Possum Magic, written by Mem Fox, illustrated by Julie Vivas. Once upon a time, but not very long ago, deep in the Australian bush lived 2 possums. Their names were Hush and Grandma Poss. Grandma Poss made bush magic. She made wombats blue and kookaburras pink. She made dingoes smile and emus shrink. But the best magic of all was the magic that made Hush invisible. What adventures Hush had! Because she couldn't be seen, she could be squashed by koalas. Because she couldn't be seen, she could slide down kangaroos. Because she couldn't be seen, she was safe from snakes, which is why Grandma Poss had made her invisible in the first place. But one day, quite unexpectedly, Hush said, "Grandma, I want to know what I look like. Please, could you make me visible again?" "Of course I can," said Grandma Poss, and she began to look through her magic books. She looked into this book, and she looked into that. There was magic for thin, and magic for fat, and magic for tall, and magic for small. But the magic she was looking for wasn't there at all. Grandma Poss looked miserable. "Don't worry, Grandma," said Hush. "I don't mind." But in her heart of hearts, she did. All night long, Grandma Poss thought and thought. The next morning, just before breakfast, she shouted, "It's something to do with food. People food, not possum food, but I can't remember what. We'll just have to try and find it." So later that day, they left the bush where they'd always been to find what it was that would make Hush seen. They ate Anzac biscuits in Adelaide, Mornay and Minties in Melbourne, steak and salad in Sydney, and pumpkin scones in Brisbane. Hush remained invisible. "Don't lose heart," said Grandma Poss. "Let's see what we can find in Darwin." It was there, in the far north of Australia, that they found a Vegemite sandwich. Grandma Poss crossed her claws and crossed her feet. Hush breathed deeply and began to eat. "A tail! A tail!" shouted both possums at once. For there it was, a brand new visible tail. Later, on a beach in Perth, they ate a piece of pavlova. Hush's legs appeared. So did her body. "You look wonderful, you precious possum," said Grandma Poss. "Next stop, Tasmania." And over the sea they went. In Hobart, late one night in the kitchens of the casino, they saw a lamington on a plate. Hush closed her eyes and nibbled. Grandma Poss held her breath and waited. "It's worked! It's worked!" she cried. And she was right. Hush could be seen from head to tail. Grandma Poss hugged Hush and they both danced. He would go round the lamington plate till early in the morning. From that time onwards, Hush was visible. But once a year, on her birthday, she and Grandma Poss ate a Vegemite sandwich, a piece of pavlova and half a lamington, just to make sure that Hush stayed visible forever. And she did. Who Sank the Boat? By Pamela Allen. Beside the sea on Mr. Pepper's place, there lived a cow, a donkey, a sheep, a pig, and a tiny little mouse. They were good friends, and one warm, sunny morning, for no particular reason, they decided to go for a row in the bay. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the cow who almost fell in when she tilted the boat and made such a din? No, it wasn't the cow who almost fell in. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the donkey who balanced her weight, who yelled, "I'll get in at the bow before it's too late"? No, it wasn't the donkey who balanced her weight. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the pig as fat as butter who stepped in at the side and caused a great flutter? No, it wasn't the pig as fat as butter. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the sheep who knew where to sit to level the boat so that she could knit? No, it wasn't the sheep who knew where to sit. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the little mouse, the last to get in, who was lightest of all? Could it be him? You do know who sank the boat. Bluey Little Library. Bluey. This is Bluey. Be free, my animal friends. She lives with her mum, dad, and little sister Bingo. She loves dressing up as a greedy queen. You can't hide from me, dearie. Or a boss, or a ninja. Sometimes she wishes she was a fruit bat so she wouldn't have to go to bed. Bluey loves having fun with her friends. Let's play bus drivers. Bingo. Say hello to Bluey's little sister Bingo. Carrot horn. She's really good at flossing. The dance, not her teeth. We can be lettuce, and this is a big salad spinner. Bingo likes playing games with Bluey. Bingo loves bugs. She loves them so much, she sings a song to them. Poor little bug on the wall, ding jing. Bingo and Bluey have lots of fun together. Lovely day for a drive, wouldn't you say, Rita? Sure is, Janet. Bandit. This is Bluey and Bingo's dad, Bandit. G'day, bumblenuts. He loves cricket, playing footy, and spring rolls. He thinks he's the best driver in the world. Bluey's not so sure. He's got some seriously sweet moves and some smelly ones. Pop! But best of all, Bandit loves playing with Bluey and Bingo. Is the operation finished? Chilly. This is Bluey and Bingo's mum, Chili. Wackadoo! She always throws herself into a game. Welcome to our restaurant. She loves playing hockey and dancing. She likes hanging out with the other mums. The little critters must be hungry. But most of all, Chili loves being with her family. Rosie's Walk by Pat Hutchins. Rosie the hen went for a walk. Across the yard, around the pond, over the haystack, past the mill, through the fence, under the beehives, and got back in time for dinner. The Gingerbread Man, illustrated by Gail Yarrell. One sunny day, the little old woman looked in her cookbook. I'll bake a gingerbread man, she decided. So she mixed and rolled and cut out the gingerbread man. Then she popped him in the oven. The little old woman made a gingerbread man for her tea. But oh dear, when the little old woman opened the oven door, she had a big surprise. The gingerbread man jumped up and ran out through the door. "Come back," she called. "You are not going to eat me," said the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man ran off down the road. The little old woman and the little old man chased after the gingerbread man. "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." He laughed. "A pig can't eat me," he said. The little old woman, the little old man, and the pig chased after the gingerbread man. "A cow can't eat me," he said. "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." He laughed. The little old woman, the little old man, the pig and the cow all chased after the gingerbread man. He ran past the horse. "You are big, but I am fast," he said. "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." He laughed. The little old woman, the little old man, the pig, the cow and the horse all chased after the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man ran as fast as he could. Soon the gingerbread man came to a river. "Oh no! How will I get across?" he cried. "I will help you," said the fox. "Hold on to my tail," said the fox. So the gingerbread man held on to the fox's tail. The fox jumped into the water. "I will get wet," cried the gingerbread man. "Jump onto my back," said the fox. So the gingerbread man jumped onto the fox's back. The gingerbread man saw the little old woman, the little old man, the pig, the cow and the horse far behind him. "Now they can't eat me," he said. "You are getting heavy," said the fox. "Jump onto my nose." So the gingerbread man jumped onto the fox's nose. But it was a trick. As soon as they were safely on the other side of the river, the fox tossed the gingerbread man into the air and gobbled him up. And that was the end of the gingerbread man. Bluey Playtime Little Library. Bluey Playtime. Bluey likes playing all sorts of games like keepy-uppy. She makes up new games with Bingo and goes on adventures with her friends. Nay! She is a swim teacher and a granny. Here come the grannies. Running a burger shop means a lot more time in the bath. And being an elephant makes tidying more fun. Boom, boom, boom. Bingo Playtime. Bingo loves to play with her sister Bluey. Bingo is a helpful doctor. Just keep the bandages on for 11 years. And a sparkly queen. Butler, the royal bottom is itchy. But Bingo also knows how to make her own fun using her feather wand. Heavy! When she goes to kindy as a wind-up Bingo, her best friend Lila joins in. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. And when Bingo wears her cheetah onesie, you'd better watch out. Muffin and Socks Playtime. Muffin and Socks have the best time playing with their cousins. They get to be pizza sisters and nail salon owners. Muffin always throws herself into the game. I want the ballerina card. She loves to join in. You're making me late for work. Socks is still a littlie, but she's learning how to play along. The girls always find a way to have fun together. Mum and Dad Playtime. Mum and Dad love to play with Bluey and Bingo. They are fancy restaurant customers. Backpackers exploring another country, and even robots. I'm not a vacuum cleaner. Having a zoo in the backyard makes for an exciting day out, especially when the monkey escapes. Hee hee. It can be a tricky climb to the top of Mount Mum and Dad. And when it's time for musical statues, everyone has fun dancing together. Pink Thong, Baby Shark, Time for School. Baby Shark woke up with a smile on his face. He quickly swam out of bed, splashing all around. He ate a big breakfast. He brushed his teeth. He was ready to start the day. It's time for school. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Mummy and Daddy Shark took him to the bus stop. Swishing goodbye with his tail, he swam onto the bus and was quickly on his way. Vroom, vroom! He could hardly stay still. Baby Shark had been waiting for the first day of school, and now it was finally here. Along the way, Baby Shark spotted some playful crabs. "Hi," Baby Shark said. "I'm on my way to school." "How fun," Daddy Crab said. "I always liked art class best," Mummy Crab said. "I could hold all the crayons with one claw." Baby Shark laughed. Then he passed by a big blue whale. "I'm on my way to school," Baby Shark told him. "I always liked Storytime best," the whale said. "My teacher always read the funniest stories." "I like funny stories too," Baby Shark replied. The school bus drove past a green turtle next. "Hello there," Baby Shark said. "I'm on my way to school." "I made so many friends at school," she told him. "I really learned how to come out of my shell." Baby Shark smiled. He hoped he would meet friends too. Soon, the school bus headed into a cave. Baby Shark knew that meant they were almost at the school. There was only a little bit of ocean left to travel. But Baby Shark started to get a little nervous. "What if I don't like art class?" he thought. "Or what if my teacher doesn't read stories that I like? What if I don't make any friends?" "What's wrong, Baby Shark?" some electric eels asked him. "I was really excited for school, but now I'm a little scared," he said. "It's okay to be scared, Baby Shark," they told him. "Once you get there, you'll find something to be excited about again." "Maybe you'll go on a treasure hunt and learn about ocean animals you haven't even met yet," a fish said. "Or maybe you'll do puzzles," a stingray said. "Or learn math," a jellyfish said. "I can count with all my tentacles now." Baby Shark knew they were right. There was something at school for everyone, even Baby Shark. Vroom, vroom! Baby Shark immediately spotted Teacher Shark. "Welcome to school, Baby Shark. We're so happy you're here," she said. "It's time for school. Do-do-do-do-do-do." Peppa Pig and the Great Vacation. Peppa Pig and George are packing to go on vacation. "You can't bring everything," says Daddy Pig. "But we need all our toys," says Peppa. "Just your favourites," says Daddy Pig. Peppa brings Teddy. George brings his dinosaur. "Dinosaur, grrr," says George. "Can Goldie come too?" asks Peppa. "Sorry, Peppa, Goldie can't join us, but Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig will look after her." The car is packed and the family is on the road. "When will we get there?" calls Peppa from the back seat. Daddy Pig tells Peppa that they have a long drive. They head out to the countryside and onto a rented vacation house near the ocean. At the vacation house, Mummy Pig unpacks her suitcase. She brought a lot of things. "I miss Goldie," says Peppa. "Do you think she's all right?" "I think so," says Mummy Pig. Peppa calls Grandpa Pig just to make sure. The next morning is very sunny and warm. "Perfect day for a walk," says Daddy Pig. Splash! "Daddy, you found the pool," calls Peppa. "Yes," says Daddy Pig. "I did." Mummy Pig goes shopping in town. Peppa and George want to have pizza for lunch. Mummy Pig has found some presents for Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig. "That won't all fit in your suitcase," says Daddy Pig. "I want to get something too," says Peppa. "I hope it's small," says Daddy Pig. "It is," says Peppa. "It's a postcard and it doesn't have to go in a suitcase. It will go in the mail." The next day, Peppa and her family go on a nature walk. Daddy Pig has packed a big picnic lunch. "There's nothing here but trees," says Peppa. "Look around, Peppa," says Mummy Pig. "There is lots to see here." Peppa looks around. "Tracks," she says. "I see tracks." tracks. Dinosaur? Asks George. No, George, not dinosaur tracks, says Peppa. The tracks come to an end. Peppa gets Daddy Pig's binoculars and looks up. I see birds. A mother and babies in a nest. Peppa likes looking through the binoculars. Next, she looks down. I see ants, she says. They're carrying leaves for lunch. Ant salad. Yuck, says George. Peppa is hungry, so are Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig and George. Time for a nice picnic lunch. Peppa can't wait to tell Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig what a nice day they had on the nature walk. That evening, Peppa calls Grandpa Pig. He promises to tell Goldie that Peppa misses her and that she will be home soon. We're taking good care of her, he says. The next day, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig take Peppa and George to the beach. It's a sandy beach with lots of rocks. Peppa finds a shell. George finds a fossil. Daddy Pig finds a crab. There's a tide pool, says Peppa. Peppa and George look in the tiny pool. There are small plants. There's a gold coin, says Peppa. Ooh, says George. Something is making bubbles. What could it be? A fish, says Peppa. Hello, fish. You would love my fish, Goldie. Vacation is nearly over. Time to pack the suitcases and get back in the car. It's a long drive home, but Peppa has Teddy to keep her company in the back seat. She has George too. It has been a great vacation, but she can't wait to see Goldie. Mummy Pig gives Granny Pig her present. Peppa runs to see Goldie. Oh, you've grown, she says. A lot. She seemed hungry, says Grandpa Pig. Mr. Zebra arrives. I have a postcard all the way from the beach, he says. Look, Goldie, says Peppa. You've got mail. Something from our great vacation. Edward the Emu, written by Sheena Knowles, illustrated by Rod Clement. Edward the Emu was sick of the zoo. There was nowhere to go, there was nothing to do, and compared to the seals that lived right next door, well, being an emu was frankly a bore. So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward jumped from his pen and he laughed as he said, "The seals are best, anybody can tell, so tomorrow I'll just be a seal as well." The next morning at 9 when they opened the zoo, the seals were swimming and Edward was too. He dived in the water and basked in the sun, and he balanced a ball on his beak just for fun. Well, Edward was really enjoying the day till he overheard someone behind the fence say, "The seals are always amusing, it's true, but the lion's the best thing to see at the zoo." So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward jumped from the pool and he smiled as he said, "The lion's the best, anybody can tell, so tomorrow I'll just be a lion as well." The next morning at 9 when they opened the zoo, the lions were roaring and Edward was too. He snarled at the ladies and growled at the men. Life was certainly grand for a lion in his den. Well, Edward was having a wonderful day till a man in the crowd had the gumption to say, "The lion's a beast I shall always detest. The snakes are the things that I like to see best." So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward crept from the cage and he grinned as he said, "If the snakes are the best things and that's what they say, Then tomorrow I'll just be a snake for the day. The next morning at 9 when they opened the zoo, the snakes were all hissing and Edward was too. He slipped round the rocks. It was magic to see. Then he curled himself casually up round a tree. Well, Edward was just warming up for the day when he overheard one of the visitors say, "The snakes are impressive, I know that it's true, but the emu's by far the best thing at the zoo." "The emu?" gasped Edward. "My goodness, that's me. I'm the thing that gentleman most likes to see. Not the seals, the lions, the snakes and the rest. It's Edward the emu he likes to see best." So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward slipped from the cage and he laughed as he said, "If the emu's the best, then that's easy then. Tomorrow I'm Edward the emu again." Edward ran to the place where he used to reside, but oh, what a shock when he clambered inside. He found himself suddenly come face to face with the emu they'd brought in to take Edward's place. The emus considered each other a while. Then the new emu said with a shy little smile, "Hello, I'm Edwina. It's nice meeting you. You're the best thing I've seen since I came to the zoo." Peppa Pig Fairy Tale Little Library. Princess Peppa. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess named Peppa. Princess Peppa lived in a castle at the top of a very tall beanstalk. Princess Peppa had lots of toys. Princess Teddy was her favourite. Sir George the Brave was Princess Peppa's brother. They had lots of fun playing in the castle together. Sir George the Brave. Sir George the Brave was a very brave knight. He wore metal armour and had his very own knight's shield. Sir George the Brave liked to ride his big white hobby horse and pull Princess Peppa in her carriage. George's Dragon. One day, Princess Peppa and Sir George the Brave were playing in the castle gardens. Grrr! Suddenly, a big green dragon appeared. Peppa was a little bit scared, but George growled back and the dragon smiled. Grrr! Hee hee! Sir George the Brave and the big green dragon became very best friends. The King, the Cook and the Wizard. In Princess Peppa's castle there was a lovely cook. She made the most delicious food ever. They also had a wonderful wizard who performed magic shows. Princess Peppa's daddy was the king of the castle. The king was always very hungry. So Princess Peppa and Sir George the Brave had lots of yummy picnics every day. Sleepy Princess. One day, Princess Peppa was very sleepy. Princess Peppa loved looking at herself in the mirror. And today, she had looked in the mirror so much she had made herself very tired. Yawn. Oh. Zzz. Snore. Snore. So the very nice king tucked sleepy Princess Peppa into bed. she fell fast asleep and had lots of princess dreams. The Royal Party. Princess Peppa and Sir George the Brave were a little bit bored one day. So they invited Princess Susie to the castle to go for a ride in their hobby horse and carriage. When they got back to the castle, all of their friends were there. Surprise! Let's have a royal party, cried Princess Peppa. Everyone had so much fun at the royal party. They danced and danced until it was time for bed. The Three Billy Goats Scruff. Illustrated by Gavin Scott. 3 goats lived on a green hillside. Little Billy Goat Gruff was small and white. Middle Billy Goat Gruff was middle-sized and brown, and Big Billy Goat Gruff was huge, with long curly horns. They ate the green grass all day long. One day, the 3 Billy Goats Gruff were hungry. "There's no grass left here," said Little Billy Goat Gruff in his teeny tiny voice. "But there's sweet green grass over there," said Middle Billy Goat Gruff. "Let's cross over the river," said Big Billy Goat Gruff in his great big voice. How could they cross over the river? The 3 Billy Goats Gruff had to cross over the bridge. But under the bridge lived the bad old troll. He was hairy and scary, mean and green, with the sharpest teeth you've ever seen. "Grr!" he growled. "This is my bridge." "Oh no," said the 3 Billy Goats Gruff. The bad old troll would not let them go over the bridge. Little Billy Goat Gruff was clever and brave. "Watch me," he said to his brothers, in his teeny tiny voice. He trip-trap-trotted onto the bridge. "Stop!" shouted the troll. "Who's that trip-trapping on my bridge?" "It's me, Little Billy Goat Gruff." "I will eat you," said the bad old troll. "Please don't eat me," said Little Billy Goat Gruff. "Wait for Middle Billy Goat Gruff. He's much bigger than me. There's more of him to eat." "Grr. All right, you may cross," said the bad old troll. So Little Billy Goat Gruff trip-trap-trotted over the bridge. So the bad old troll let him go over the bridge. Next, Middle Billy Goat Gruff trip-trap-trotted onto the bridge. "Stop!" shouted the troll. "Who's that trip-trapping on my bridge?" "It's me, Middle Billy Goat Gruff," he replied. "Yum! I will eat you," said the bad old troll. "Please don't eat me," said Middle Billy Goat Gruff. "Wait for Big Billy Goat Gruff. He's much, much bigger than me. There's more of him to eat." "Then you can come over too," said the bad old troll. At last it was the turn of Big Billy Goat Gruff. He clip-clop-clomped onto the bridge. "Stop!" shouted the troll. "Who's that clip-clopping on my bridge?" "It's me, Big Billy Goat Gruff," said Big Billy Goat Gruff in his big booming voice. "You are big." "I will eat you," said the bad old troll. The troll was hairy and scary, mean and green, with the sharpest teeth you've ever seen. But Big Billy Goat Gruff wasn't scared. Oh no, he just put his head down and stamped his feet. Then Big Billy Goat Gruff ran at the troll with his long curly horns. The troll tipped into the water. Clip-clop-clomp went Big Billy Goat Gruff's hooves. He ran over the bridge and into the field. Soon, the 3 Billy Goats Gruff were eating the sweet green grass all day long. And that was the end of the bad old troll. Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? By Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. Polar Bear, what do you hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear. Hippopotamus, hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo fluting in my ear. Flamingo, flamingo, what do you hear? I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Zebra, zebra, what do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Elephant, elephant, what do you hear? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Leopard, leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. Walrus, walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Zookeeper, zookeeper, what do you hear? I hear children growling like a polar bear, roaring like a lion, snorting like a hippopotamus, fluting like a flamingo, braying like a zebra, hissing like a boa constrictor, trumpeting like an elephant, snarling like a leopard, yelping like a peacock, bellowing like a walrus. That's what I hear. Koala Lou, written by Mem Fox, illustrated by Pamela Lofts. There once was a baby koala so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koala Lou. The emu loved her, the platypus loved her, and even tough little koala claws next door loved her. But it was her mother who loved her most of all. 100 times a day, she would laugh and shake her head and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Whenever she stretched in the early morning sun, or climbed a gum tree, or bravely went down the track all by herself, her mother would smile and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." The years passed and other koalas were born, brothers and sisters for Koala Lou. Soon her mother was so busy she didn't have time to tell Koala Lou that she loved her, although of course she did. Every night as she curled up under the stars, Koala Lou thought about the times when her mother had looked at her and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you." And she longed for her to say it again. One night, Koala Lou had a splendid idea. Preparations had begun for the Bush Olympics. She would enter the Olympics. She would compete in the gum tree climbing event, and she would win, and her mother would fling her arms around her neck and say again, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Koala Lou began her training right away. She jogged and puffed and lifted weights and panted. She hung from a branch with one claw at a time till she ached. She did push-ups till her stomach hurt. And last of all, she climbed the tallest tree that she could find, over and over and over again. Sometimes her mother would watch her and ask, "How are you going, Blossom?" "Fine. Just fine," Koala Lou would reply. At last, the day of the Bush Olympics arrived. Koala Claus had also entered the gum tree climbing, and everyone knew how fast she was, but Koala Lou wasn't scared. She saw her mother in the crowd and imagined her saying again, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Her heart filled with hope. "Can I do better than that?" thought Koala Lou. "I must." As she stepped towards the tree, A hush fell over the crowd. "On your mark," said the kookaburra. "Get set, go!" Koala Lou leapt onto the tree. Up and up and up she climbed, higher and higher and higher, faster and faster and faster until there she was, right at the very top. The spectators roared and clapped and stamped their feet. But she wasn't fast enough. In spite of all her training and all her hoping, it was Koala Claus who won the gum tree climbing. Koala Lou came second. Koala Lou went off and hid. She heard the shouts of the Bush Olympics and cried her heart out. When the first stars of the evening appeared in the sky, Koala Lou crept home through the dark and up into the gum tree. Her mother was waiting for her. Before she could say a word, her mother had flung her arms around her neck and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you. I always have and I always will." And she hugged her for a very long time. The Very Busy Spider by Eric Carle. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web with her silky thread. "Nay, nay," said the horse. "Want to go for a ride?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Moo, moo," said the cow. "Want to eat some grass?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Baa, baa," bleated the sheep. "Want to run in the meadow?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Ma, ma," said the goat. "Want to jump on the rocks?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Oink, oink," grunted the pig. "Want to roll in the mud?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Woof, woof," barked the dog. "Want to chase a cat?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Meow, meow," cried the cat. "Want to take a nap?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Quack, quack," called the duck. "Want to go for a swim?" The spider didn't answer. She had now finished her web. "Cock-a-doodle-doo," crowed the rooster. "Want to catch a pesky fly?" And the spider caught the fly in her web just like that. "Who? Who?" asked the owl. "Who built this beautiful web?" The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Macy Goes to Hospital by Lucy Cousins. One day, Macy was bouncing on her trampoline. She bounced very high. Oh no! Macy fell. She hurt her leg. Poor Macy. Charlie went with Macy to the hospital. Macy had never been to the hospital before. "You need to have an X-ray," Dr. Duck told Macy. The X-ray showed that Macy had broken her leg. Dr. Duck put a plaster cast on Macy's leg. You'll need to stay in the hospital tonight. Nurse Comfort put Macy to bed in the children's ward. Macy's leg was raised in a special lift. Being away from home felt strange. Macy missed her friends. "Hello, my name is Dottie," said the patient in the other bed. "I'm Macy." Macy and Dottie traded toys. Tallulah and Cyril came during visiting hours the next morning. Macy shared her balloons and cookies with Dottie. Before she left, Tallulah signed Macy's cast. Dr. Duck told Macy, "You can go home now, but no trampolining yet. Come back in a few weeks to have the cast taken off." Before Macy left, Nurse Comfort showed her how to walk using crutches. Charlie arrived to take Macy home. "Goodbye, Dottie," Macy said to her new friend. "Get well soon." The Three Little Pigs, illustrated by Mai Matsuoka. The three little pigs waved goodbye to their mum. They were going to explore the big wide world. "Bye-bye," called Mum. "And remember, keep away from the big bad wolf." The three little pigs set off. Soon the first little pig met a man pulling a cart full of straw. "Please, can I buy your straw to build my house?" asked the first little pig. The man was happy to sell his straw. He was tired of pulling his heavy cart. The first little pig made a house of straw. But that night, the big bad wolf came to call. "Little pig, let me in," he called. "No fear," said the first little pig. So the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house down. The first little pig ran away. The second little pig met a man chopping trees in the woods. "Please, can I buy some sticks to build my house?" asked the second little pig. The man was happy to sell his sticks. He had been chopping them all day. The second little pig made his house in no time. But can you guess who came to call? The big bad wolf. "Little pig, let me in," he called. "No fear," said the second little pig. So the wolf huffed and puffed again and blew the house down. The second little pig ran away as fast as he could. The third little pig found some bricks. "I'm going to build my house with bricks," said the third little pig to himself. He carried the bricks to the top of a little hill. He laid the bricks. He hammered and sawed. He put on the roof and the windows and doors. His brick house took a long time to build. The third little pig had a good, strong house. No sooner had the third little pig finished his house than he saw the other two little pigs. They were running as fast as they could because the big bad wolf was chasing after them. "Come and hide in here," he called. The two little pigs came rushing inside and the third little pig slammed the door shut. "Go away, you big bad wolf," they shouted. But the big bad wolf wouldn't go away. "Let me in," he called. "You can't come in," said the three little pigs. So the big bad wolf huffed and puffed. Nothing happened. He huffed and puffed again. Still nothing happened. The big bad wolf blew so hard he made himself dizzy. The three little pigs were safe inside the brick house. The brick house was too strong for the big bad wolf to blow down. "I'm coming to get you," growled the wolf. He started to climb down the chimney. The three little pigs were cooking a big pot of hot soup on the fire. The wolf came down and landed plop in the soup. "Yow!" he shouted and ran out of the house as fast as he could. And the three little pigs never saw the big bad wolf again. Don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Words and Pictures by Mo Willems. Hi, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I've got to leave for a little while. So, can you watch things for me until I get back? Thanks. Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. I thought he'd never leave. Hey, can I drive the bus? Please. I'll be careful. I'll tell you what, I'll just steer. My cousin Herb drives a bus almost every day. True story. Vroom, vroom, vrummy, vroom, vroom, pigeon at the wheel. No? I never get to do anything. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play Drive the Bus. I'll go first. Come on, just once around the block. I'll be your best friend. How about I give you $5? What's the big deal? It's just a bus. No fare. I bet your mum would let me. I have dreams, you know. Fine. Let me drive the bus. I'm back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you? Great, thanks a lot. Uh-oh. Bye. Hey! Macy's Bus by Lucy Cousins. Today, Macy is driving her bus to the seaside. Hello, Dottie. She is the first passenger. Next, it's Cyril. He has food for a picnic. Yum, yum. The roads are very busy. The traffic light turns green. That means go. Honk, honk, beep, beep. Hop on, Tallulah. She can't wait to go paddling in the sea. Then it's Charlie and Eddie. They both squeeze on. Not long now. Everyone sings a song. The wheels on the bus go. Bah. Hooray! They've arrived. What a sunny day. My Cat Likes to Hide in Boxes by Eve Sutton, illustrated by Linley Dodd. My cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from Spain flew an aeroplane. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from Norway got stuck in the doorway. The cat from Spain flew an aeroplane. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from Greece joined the police. The cat from Norway got stuck in the doorway. The cat from Spain flew an aeroplane. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from Brazil caught a very bad chill. The cat from Greece joined the police. The cat from Norway got stuck in the doorway. The cat from Spain flew an aeroplane. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from Berlin played the violin. The cat from Brazil caught a very bad chill. The cat from Greece joined the police. The cat from Norway got stuck in the doorway. The cat from Spain flew an aeroplane. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. The cat from Japan waved a big blue fan. The cat from Berlin played the violin. The cat from Brazil caught a very bad chill. The cat from Greece joined the police. The cat from Norway got stuck in the doorway. The cat from Spain flew an aeroplane. The cat from France liked to sing and dance. Look at all these clever cats. Cats from Spain, Brazil and France. Cats from Greece, Japan and Norway. Cats who sing and fly and dance. But my cat likes to hide in boxes. Hooray for Birds by Lucy Cousins. Can you imagine, just for one day, you're a busy bird? Yes, a bird. Hooray! The sun is up, the sky is blue. Wake up and shout, cock-a-doodle-doo! Flap your wings and you can fly higher and higher up in the sky. Hop, 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 peck, peck, peck. Now swim along and stretch up your neck. Say, hello, darling. Then swoop like a starling. Swoop up and down, swoop round and round. Scratch the ground with your feet, catch a fly with your beak. Stand very tall on just one leg. Say cluck cluck and lay an egg. Catch a wriggly snake and stretch out your wings. Open your beak and sing. Cha-la-la, tweet, 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 hum, 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 cheep, cheep, cheep. Waddle like a penguin in the snow. Run like an ostrich. Go, go, go. Show off your tail and puff out your chest. Then cuddle up close with Mama in your nest. What a busy bird you've been, the funniest one I've ever seen. You began the day, cock-a-doodle-doo. Now say goodnight, to-wit, to-woo, woo-woo. From Head to Toe by Eric Carle. I am a penguin and I turn my head. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a giraffe and I bend my neck. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a buffalo and I raise my shoulders. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a monkey and I wave my arms. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a seal and I clap my hands. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a gorilla and I thump my chest. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a cat and I arch my back. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a crocodile and I wriggle my hips. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a camel and I bend my knees. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a donkey and I kick my legs. Can you do it? I can do it. I am an elephant and I stomp my foot. Can you do it? I can do it. I am I and I wiggle my toe. Can you do it? I can do it. I can do it. Macy Goes to Preschool by Lucy Cousins. Today is a very good day for Macy. She's going to preschool. There's always so much to do there and so many friends to see. First, Macy hangs her coat on her own special peg with her name on it. "Hello, Dotty," she says. "Hello, Macy," says Dotty. "Good morning, Macy and Dotty," says Mr. Peacock. "Let's start with painting today." "What pretty paintings!" Mr. Peacock helps put them up on the wall. "That's my new house," Macy says. "And that's Macy and me dancing," says Dotty. After painting, it is snack time. They have juice, cookies, and fruit. "Oh, yummy," says Tallulah. "Thank you very, very much." Macy and Dotty go to the bathroom. Tallulah reminds them to wash their hands. "Story time," calls Mr. Peacock. "Gather around, everybody." They all sit together and listen quietly to the story. Once upon a time. Then it is quiet time. Everybody gets a blanket and snuggles up for a nap. Then comes a noisy time. Macy plays the guitar. Dotty plays the drums. Everyone plays something and joins in for a sing-along. Out on the playground, everyone gets busy. Digging in the sandbox, playing with a ball, driving the toy car, and playing on the seesaw. How busy they all are. Then it's time to go home. Macy really likes preschool. "Goodbye, everyone," says Macy. "See you soon." If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, written by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk moustache. When he looks into the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books. And he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. Moo, Ba, La 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 by Sandra Boynton. A cow says moo. A sheep says ba. Three singing pigs say la la la. No, you say, that isn't right. The pigs say oink all day and night. Rhinoceroses snort and snuff. And little dogs go ruff, ruff, ruff. Some other dogs go bow, wow, wow. And cats and kittens say meow. Quack, says the duck. A horse says neigh. It's quiet now. What do you say? Macy Goes on Vacation by Lucy Cousins. Today Macy is going on vacation. How exciting! Macy is packing her blue suitcase to go to the seaside. She packs a sun hat, camera, and books. What else will she need? Macy walks to the train station. The station is very busy today. Look, there's Cyril. He is buying the tickets. All aboard! The train pulls away from the station. Macy colours while Cyril chooses some snacks. Everyone takes out their tickets when the conductor arrives. Nearly there. Can you see the ocean? Macy and Cyril go to their hotel room. They bounce on the bed. Then it's time to unpack and go to the beach. Splash! Macy loves to jump right in. Splish! Cyril likes to paddle. There's so much to do at the beach. Collecting shells, building sand castles, playing all day on the shore. Then it's time for a snack. Macy eats ice cream and Cyril drinks juice. Next, they write postcards. Cyril writes to Charlie. Macy writes to her friend Dottie. Our first day at the seaside was lovely, she tells her. At the end of the day, Macy and Cyril return to their hotel room and get ready for bed. Good night, Macy. Good night, Cyril. Have a nice vacation. The Going to Bed Book by Sandra Boynton. The sun has set not long ago. Now everybody goes below to take a bath in one big tub with soap all over, scrub, scrub, scrub. They hang their towels on the wall and find pajamas big and small, with some on top and some beneath. They brush and brush and brush their teeth. And when the moon is on the rise, they all go up to exercise. And down once more, but not so fast. They're on their way to bed at last. The day is done, they say goodnight, and somebody turns off the light. The moon is high, the sea is deep. They rock and rock and rock to sleep. Macy's Plane by Lucy Cousins. Macy is flying her plane to a special party. Macy starts the engine. The propeller goes around and around. Vroom, vroom. Then she takes off. Up, up and away. Hello, Tallulah. Hello, sun. Hello, cloud. Macy does a loop-the-loop. Now for the special surprise. Happy birthday, Eddie. Macy lands the plane, just in time for the party. Happy birthday, Eddie. Well done, Macy. Blue Hat, Green Hat. The Oops Book by Sandra Boynton. Blue Hat, Green Hat. Red Hat. Oops. Red Shirt, Blue Shirt. Yellow Shirt. Oops. Yellow Pants, Red Pants. Green Pants. Oops. Blue Coat. Oops. Red Socks. Oops. Green Shoes. Yellow Shoes. Blue Shoes. Oops. Yellow Hat. Green Shirt. Blue Pants. purple socks, red shoes. Oops. Macy's Bedtime by Lucy Cousins. It's bedtime for Macy and Panda. Macy closes her bedroom curtains. "Too-woo, too-woo," says the owl. Macy has a wash and brushes her teeth. Macy puts on her pajamas. She gets into bed and reads a bedtime story. But where is Panda? Is he in the toy box? Oh, there he is. Macy switches off the light, but she can't go to sleep. Macy needs the loo. So does Panda. Macy is really sleepy now. Good night, Macy. Good night, Panda. There's a hippopotamus on our roof eating cake by Hazel Edwards, illustrated by Deborah Nyland. Our roof leaks. Drip, drip, drip. My daddy says there's a hole in our roof. I know why there's a hole. There's a hippopotamus on our roof eating cake. He can do what he likes. Drip, drip, drip. My hippopotamus doesn't like baths. He's having a shower. I know because I heard him. There's a hippopotamus on our roof having a shower. Mummy is on a diet. She eats lettuce, tomato and cheese. My big brother eats peanut butter sandwiches. I eat honey sandwiches. The hippopotamus on our roof eats cake all the time. Mummy asked about the cake. Is it birthday cake? No. Is it chocolate cake? No. Is it special cake? Yes. There's a hippopotamus on our roof eating special cake. Yesterday I fell over and cut my knee. It hurt. There was a lot of blood. At the hospital, the doctor put 3 stitches in my knee. I cried. Last night, the hippopotamus told me something. He's got a sore knee too. There's a hippopotamus on our roof with a bandage on his knee. There's a hippopotamus on our roof watching television. He is very big. He can do what he likes. Mummy won't let me watch television. After dinner and a story, I have to go to bed. My hippopotamus watches. I know he does. There's a hippopotamus on our roof watching television. Today I was naughty. I drew on Daddy's best book. Daddy growled at me. Down here, no one is my friend. My hippopotamus lives on the roof. He's my friend. I know. He isn't cross. No one growls at him. He's too big. He can draw anything. There's a hippopotamus on our roof drawing with crayons. He wasn't there last night. I know why. He told me. He went to work. My hippopotamus works part-time at the zoo. Zoo visitors look at animals. At the zoo, he watches people. When he's not working, my hippopotamus eats cake on our roof. There's a hippopotamus on our roof riding a bike. I've got a bike. Mummy won't let me ride on the road. There are cars on the road. There are no cars on the roof. He can ride anywhere. I know he can. There's a hippopotamus on our roof riding a bike. The men fixed the roof today. Bang, bang, bang. No more drips. They didn't see my hippopotamus. He climbed down the ladder while the men had lunch. He'll be back tonight. Then I can say, there's a hippopotamus on our roof eating cake. Good Night, Owl by Pat Hutchins. Owl tried to sleep. The bees buzzed, buzz, buzz, and Owl tried to sleep. The squirrel cracked nuts, crunch, crunch, and Owl tried to sleep. The crows croaked, caw, caw, and Owl tried to sleep. The woodpecker pecked, rat-a-tat, rat-a-tat, and Owl tried to sleep. The starlings chittered, twit, 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 and Owl tried to sleep. The jays screamed, ark, ark, and Owl tried to sleep. The cuckoo called, cuckoo, cuckoo, and Owl tried to sleep. The robin peeped, pip, pip, and Owl tried to sleep. The sparrows chirped, cheep, cheep, and Owl tried to sleep. The doves cooed, crow, crow, and Owl tried to sleep. The bees buzzed, buzz, buzz. The squirrel cracked nuts, crunch, crunch. The crows croaked, caw, caw. The woodpecker pecked, rat-a-tat, rat-a-tat. The starlings chittered, twit, 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 twit. The jays screamed, ark, ark. The cuckoo called, cuckoo, cuckoo. The robin peeped, pip, pip. The sparrows chirped, chip, chip. The doves cooed, crow, crow. And Owl couldn't sleep. Then darkness fell, and the moon came up, and there wasn't a sound. Owl screeched, screech, screech, and woke everyone up. The Ugly Duckling, illustrated by Polona Lovson. One day, 6 fluffy yellow ducklings hatched from their eggs. Mother Duck was very happy. Cheep, cheep, the ducklings called to their mother. There was one big egg left in the nest. At last, the big egg cracked open. Out popped a funny grey duckling with big black feet and a big black beak. The other ducks crowded around to look with Mother Duck. "It does not look like a duckling," they said. Mother Duck gathered up her fluffy yellow ducklings and her funny grey duckling. "Follow me," she said. She led them through the farmyard. All the animals stopped to stare at the funny grey duckling. The animals made fun of him. When they got to the pond, Mother Duck and the little ducklings all swam off. The funny grey duckling was left behind. "Go away," said the goose. "You are ugly. You are not one of us," she said. The funny grey duckling went back to the barn, but the fluffy yellow ducklings wouldn't play with him. "Go away," they said. "You are not like us. You don't belong here." The little duckling was very sad. He ran away. The funny grey duckling walked for miles until he came to a cottage. A little old woman gave him some corn and milk. "Go away," said the hen. "You are eating all my grain." "Go away," said the cat. "You are drinking all my milk." "And don't come back," said the cat and the hen. The funny grey duckling went back to the pond, but winter was coming and the pond was turning to ice. The funny grey duckling was cold and hungry. He saw some fine swans fly over the pond. "I wish I could fly up in the sky with the swans," he thought. The swans did not see him. They flew far away. At last, the winter turned to spring. The ducklings came back down to the pond. But they had grown up. Now they were ducks. They saw the ugly grey duckling, but he had grown up too. He was not a duck at all. "If I am not a duck, what am I?" he asked. Then he looked down into the water and saw his reflection. "I look just like a fine swan," he said, surprised. "I am a swan," he shouted with joy. Just then, the fine swans flew over and landed on the pond. "Hello," said one of the swans. "Do you want to come with us?" He was so happy. Now he could fly away with the other swans. Good Night, Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures by Clement Hurd. In the great green room there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse and a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady who was whispering hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb. And good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere.